Hi, this is Eric from Cafe Watercolor. In today's Tip Tuesday video, I'm going to share with you a new synthetic brush I got, the Vinci Casaneo. Now, I got them from the mail last week. I ordered them from Jackson's Art Supply. Again, I highly recommended those guys. So after getting a couple of synthetic brushes from Escoda, I am really interested in other brands' brushes. Specifically Vinci, I do own one of their Kolinsky brushes, the Masro. It is my favorite brush for portrait work. It has very nice point and the hair is very nice and soft, so it's wonderful for soft surfaces and organic shapes. I ordered two number 6 oval style brushes, and at the time of this video they are $15.12 US dollar each. The Kolinsky brush that I have, the Vinci size 6 Mastro, is $39.91 USD. So again, the synthetic version is much cheaper. I'm really interested to see if their synthetic brushes are just as good. So I'm going to do a quick comparison like how I compared my other brushes and give you my final thought. Okay, so I'm going to compare the two brushes same way as I compared my other synthetic brush and animal hair brush before. So I'm just going to mix a pile of color with a bigger brush. Now I'm holding both brushes like a chopstick, and I'll dip them both into the water. The top one is the Vinci Mastro and the bottom one is Casaneo. So the top one is the real Kolinsky hairbrush, the bottom one is the synthetic one. So I'll do them both with the paint. It's a back of a painting and it's a little bit dirty, but I should be okay. So I'm just going to paint a single stroke. And do another one. Try to use up all the paint in the brushes. So right off the bat, you can kind of tell that the Casaneo actually holds a little bit more paint. See, if you look at the top stroke and the bottom stroke, and sorry about the color differences, but you can see the top stroke, the stroke made by the Mastro, the real Kolinsky hairbrush, it runs out a little bit sooner. So you see the dry brush mark a little bit sooner and a little bit more. The Casaneo, the synthetic brush, on the other hand, holds just a little bit more paint. So that's a little bit surprising to me, actually. But that could also be the fact that the Casaneo is actually a oval shape brush instead of a round brush. Oval shape, also known as the cat's tongue. Okay, so I'm doing a little bit of a stroke test with the Mastro. Now, as you can see, it holds a very nice fine point. So you can paint something very detailed, very delicate, and the hair is quite soft. So it's great for things like foliage, grass, and I use that a lot for portrait, because it's a nice soft hairbrush and it makes some nice delicate mark. So thick to thin, you can see you can get a lot of variety out of this brush. Now let's try our Casaneo, which is a synthetic brush. It's also an oval brush. So again, right off the bat, I feel that it holds a little bit more paint and water. So the stroke will last a little bit longer. You can paint for a little bit longer before you reload the brush. However, even it has a nice fine point, you need to turn your brush like this just to get that thin line out, because the shape of the brush is not round, it's oval, so it gets a little bit flat in the tip. So if you want to get some nice thin line, you need to turn your brush around. It's just a different way of painting, but as you can see, you can paint thin line using the side, and you can paint some nice straight brush stroke using the flat side of the brush. I actually never painted with a oval shape brush before. I mostly paint with round brush, so I am very interested to see how it performs in my painting, specifically in portrait painting. Both brush feels really good, the hairs are nice and soft, but by this brushstroke it made, you can kind of tell that the Casaneo makes a little bit more rigid. The edges are mostly sharper just because of the shape, closer to a flat, kind of in between flat and round. So it's kind of like a hybrid brush, while the Mastro is a round brush. So even though I can press down the Casaneo and get some nice dry brushstroke, you can tell that the brush stroke used in the round brush is a little bit more rough around the edges, and that's might be something that you want if you want to paint a lot of different brush stroke and have a variety of different textures. The Casaneo also has a round brush. I just didn't get it because I want to try something a little bit different, and the round brush I think is even cheaper as well. So anyways, I am in transition to using all synthetic brushes, and so far I can say with confidence that good quality synthetic brushes are out there and made by well-known brands like Escoda and Da Vinci. They might not last as long as a real animal hair brush, but their price is like less than half of animal hair brushes. And I know some of you guys has recommended me to try other brand like Princeton and things like that, but as you can see, I already have a lot of brushes. So I am trying to cut back on getting more unnecessary art supply at this point until I run out of brushes and all the brushes are out of commission. So hopefully this quick comparison and review is helpful for you. So I hope you find that useful. Overall, I'm very impressed with the performance of this brush. I don't know how long it's going to last because I just got it, but I'm definitely going to use this brush to do some portrait work very soon. If you want to check this brush out, the link is down below. So that's it for today's Tip Tuesday video. I'm Eric from Cafe Watercolor. See you next week.